but it also goes against the explicit provisions of the written Constitution of the United States. It is howlingly illegal. And yet, what do the Republicans do when faced with this? Do they say, we are going to take this to the Supreme Court, this is an outrage? No, they say, well, it's a little bit of trickery, but it's the kind of thing that happens, and I suppose we'll just go along with it. That's how feeble your politicians have become, how little they love democracy, how little they love this great Constitution of liberty, which those founding fathers took such trouble to put together on that long, hot summer in the city of brotherly love all those years ago. They have wasted their time, if you look at the present ghastly breed of politicians on both sides. And the Tea Party movement is beginning to stand up and say, enough is enough. Now, I want everyone who is listening to this program and who cares about freedom to do this. I want you to come to Washington, D.C. on the evening of the 15th of April this year. That's when the Tea Party Express reaches Washington, D.C. And we are holding an enormous rally on the National Mall from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the evening of the 15th of April. I want you all who are listening to this, doesn't matter what else you're doing, how much it costs, get yourselves and your families and all your friends Washington, D.C., and be there on the National Mall. There I will be among the speakers, and many other interesting speakers there, and we are going to make it very, very clear to the legislators and to the President, outside whose windows we will be meeting, that enough is enough, and we are not going to have our democracy handed away or trampled on, either by the UN's climate panel, or by the world government in the name of global warming, or by the Congress in deeming a bill to have been passed that hasn't been passed. To use the word deem as a substitute for an actual vote is a manifest loss of democratic process, and it's clearly against the Constitution. And we will be arranging that if the bill is passed by those means, then the Supreme Court, which is no longer very favorably disposed towards the President, will be asked to look at that, and they will strike down that act of Congress as unconstitutional. And if that happens, then the President is going to be impeached. Let's make it very clear. That's what we are planning. We are not going to have the democracy of the United States, to which so many of us elsewhere in the world look for our freedom as our beacon and our example of freedom. We're not going to have it cheapened and destroyed in the way that this administration, alas, too often with the acquiescence of what is supposed to be the opposition in Congress, is attempting. We are going to stand against it, and we want you there to be with us on the 15th of April in the evening on the National Mall, and we want millions and millions and millions to come. Because that is something, if we get a large enough number of people there, the whole of Washington comes to a standstill. That is something which, however hard they try, even the mainstream news media, who do not care about democracy or ordinary people anymore, even they will have to take note of that. And most certainly, Congress and, at the other end of the mall, the President, are going to have to take note of that if enough of us come to make our voices heard. And I will be speaking out very clearly there, and I'm at the moment thinking whether I should actually draft a bill of redress, asking for a redress of the grievances that the American people now have against their governing class, which has so often and so recently spat upon the Constitution of the United States, and in doing so has spat upon the democracy and freedom for ordinary people that Constitution is supposed to guarantee.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming on our show. We have reached the end of the time, and I guarantee you that I'm going to promote that April. It's April 16th, correct?
April the 15th. It's
April the 15th.
Yes. And
I'll be promoting that heavily.
We want everybody who cares about America, democracy, and freedom to be there or be square. You've got to do this. You are desperately needed, because your very presence there will be, it may even save your nation's constitution.
Amen, amen. Thank you, sir. You are a true hero for freedom around the world. Is there a website? People are asking, is there a website? Is there a fan club for Monckton, where can we find you?
I believe there's a Facebook page devoted to which I've never seen myself, but some kind person set it up. There's a fan club on there. There is also www.scienceandpublicpolicy.org, scienceandpublicpolicy.org, where you can find out about the science. And as for the Tea Party rally, if you go to teapartyexpress.org, all one word, teapartyexpress.org.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, and we hope to have you back maybe in about 2 months, or maybe right before the meeting. I'll try and set that up. It is a real pleasure having you on, and as usual, we're firmly in the #1 spot. And man, it's just a pleasure helping you, man. I want to help you in every way we can.
Well, get that message out. I want you to do it on every broadcast between now and the 15th of April. You tell people about it. I want you to look at our website yourself, see what's being planned, tell people about it. We want to get them there in very, very, very large numbers to show that they want their democracy and they don't want it taken away by their governing class.
Awesome. I will definitely do that. You have a wonderful night, sir.
And God bless America.
God bless you, too.